My name is Veronica Gibson, and I got into fashion when I was around 17. I had a friend who worked at a nightclub, and she was putting together a fashion show, and it was a hair show, and I had short, spiky hair, and so they kind of made it all crazy. I walked in that fashion show, and it was my first time ever doing runway, doing any real modeling, and there was a talent scout there. And he came up to me afterwards and asked how long I'd been modeling, and I told him it was my first time ever modeling or walking runway, and he said I had a really good walk and he wanted to work with me. His name was J. Joaquin with Unique Styles, and he helped me be in a lot more runway and photo shoots, and I was with him until about 2009 when I met J. Anthony with Beautiful Distractions, and I've been working with Beautiful Distractions since then. I've had a lot of people in my life tell me that I'm not going to amount to anything, that no matter what I did, that I wouldn't be good enough. And I've always wanted to prove that to them that I wouldn't be. And there was a time where, I didn't know any better. I didn't know that I could be more. And I've had some amazing people come into my life that have influenced me into realizing that I can be more. When I was younger, I used to work really hard. I really wanted to prove myself and be independent. I really want to inspire young women and young girls that come from a place where they don't feel like they are anything. They can't amount to anything. I really want them to realize that it doesn't matter the environment that you are born into. You can choose the environment that you build for yourself and that you live your life. And I would wake up in the morning and start work at 7 in the morning, and I wouldn't end work until 10 p.m. I did that for a few years, and then that's when I decided that I needed to figure out what I wanted to do, and that was the time when I was like, am I gonna keep modeling and make that my career, or what am I gonna do? That's when I decided that I wanted to stay with my husband, so he finished school and I moved back up north and started working at IBM because I needed to work towards something that was more substantial and sustainable for a future. I worked for IBM for almost 6 years, and I had several different positions with them, starting at a help desk, working towards subject matter expert, data analysis, learning about cloud computing, IT project management, information technology. I did just finish school for project management, so I'm looking for a job as a project manager because I really like to bring people together and help accomplish a goal. Project management you can use in several different fields: construction, IT. I know people I went to school with that were in a restaurant business, putting restaurants together. There's all different fields. My field is IT. The opportunities that I've had for modeling, I've been in countless runway shows. I can't even count how many. Photo shoots for clothing stores in the malls and had my poster up in the mall. I did walk into the mall and see my picture. It was really cool. I modeled for some Ed Hardy clothing and in the Cherry Creek Mall for a store, and they put it up right in the window, and it was really awesome to see my face there, and they gave some Ed Hardy clothes to keep afterwards, and those have always been very special. I've had them for a long time now. I really do love doing runway. What I love about doing runway the most is being able to be strong and be fierce and become somebody that I always want to try and be a strong woman. And that is really empowering for me. And it's not every day that you get to walk and a bunch of people are looking at you. And so it's a really good time for you to show who you are and your inner warrior and be able to use that to help somebody with their clothes, because you're basically a canvas for other people's talent, but you get to bring your own talent into that as well. And I just love being able to collaborate and give my all for everybody and whether that's the designer, the hairstylist, the makeup artist. I try to be creative in my photo shoots. I like to be able to tell a story and be able to transform into a character. Having whatever emotion you want to come through in a photo is really hard, and because you really have to feel it, and you have to be able to make that convey as in the picture as a story. And they say a picture's worth 1,000 words, but you have to be the one that controls that story and tell it in a single photo. And that's a hard art to master. And sometimes I'll have a photo shoot where every single photo is just on point, and I'm like, yes, I had a good day that day. When I have a good day, I really have to think about something that I can connect with so I can bring that emotion out. I like photo shoots where I can tell a story. My favorite kind of story that I would like to do as a model is just really be able to show how versatile and strong I can be. I want to showcase people's designs more rather than just be a pretty girl wearing something. A big turning point in my relationship with my husband when we were dating, I had to make a choice whether I would stay here and pursue our relationship or move to California or New York and pursue my modeling. I had to make a choice about what was most important to me, and I thought about it. I made lots of lists and pros and cons, and ultimately I decided that what I had with my boyfriend at that time, who was my husband, was really important to me, and I had really good connections here, and I was still able to do what I wanted to do, but I didn't pursue modeling as my career. So my day job right now is I'm a mom. When my husband and I got married, we made sure to talk about our goals and things we wanted to accomplish and where we wanted to be at what part in our life. And you can't always go as planned, but I try. I'm a big planner. And so we talked about, after we got married, we were going to get a house. And after we got a house, we'd live in it for a while and then decide if we were going to expand our family and such. And we're actually right on track for our timeline that we put together. It's kind of funny. Being a mother has affected my modeling career in the amount that I can model. I have definitely had to cut down. I probably do only 1, maybe 2 shows a year just because my main focus is my daughter and raising her to be a very amazing young little lady. When we were deciding whether we were going to have a baby or not, I had to make those choices of, okay, how much am I going to cut down my modeling and how much am I still going to be able to incorporate my passion? Because my modeling is my passion. That's, it's my hobby. It's something that I get immense joy out of. And she is really showing some interest in it. My normal day consists of me waking up to my daughter telling me it's time to get up, Mom, and she's crawled into my bed at some point in the night and she's ready to wake me up. And so we get up, we have breakfast. We always have a morning dance. We like to dance a lot, so we dance in the morning, and then she really is into cooking right now. So, or it's either cooking or being a doctor. She always likes to check her stuffed animals and make sure that their blood pressure is good and their heart is beating. And she has all these little nicknames she made up for all the tools. She is so imaginative. For being 2 years old, her imagination is just crazy. And I really want to make sure that I harness that and help her keep that going and keep that imagination, because she could use that in so many things. I'm really excited to see what type of person she's going to grow into and what she's going to teach me. She's an amazing addition to our family, and she's strong-willed and keeps us on our toes and brings out different parts of me that I didn't know, but that are good, really good. So she's amazing. I love where we live. I love, our family we've built, and the everything that we have right now. I don't really think there's any, I'm very content and happy. So all of my decisions, I have other people that I need to collaborate with and make sure that we're flowing together as a family. I can't just make a decision on my own. I'm in a lot of transition right now because I'm looking for a job. We're deciding if we want to expand our family some more. So 3 to 5 years, there's a couple different paths that I could go down, and we're still kind of in our deciding phase. Models aren't just a pretty face. And so if my daughter, as she learns about modeling and if she shows interest in that, I don't want her to think that she needs to just be a pretty face, that there can be some more depth to modeling and being able to use modeling as an avenue for whatever she wants to do. You know, if she has a message she wants to get out, if she wants to, help use it to protect other girls. And so that way other girls, as they want to become a model, don't just go into it blindly and not be smart about their decisions or people reaching out, because you do have to protect yourself to a certain degree, and not just, be excited that somebody took interest in you. I also want her to know that she doesn't have to be just a pretty face. She can use her brain and be smart and pretty at the same time. I like that I have experienced a lot of things in my life. I've been in the food industry. I've been in car parts industry. I've been in all sorts of different things. And I remember being upset that I couldn't really hold a job, but I also, it wasn't necessarily hold a job. It was I didn't stay with something and have a career with it. But I am glad because it also helped me have such a versatile background that I can apply now towards many different things. I'm really happy with what I've done in my life because I can apply it now towards anything. And I like to think of myself as innovative and versatile, and I can mold and be agile and do all these different things, and I don't have to conform. I've definitely gone to a point where I can be proud of myself and look at where I am and have that sense of accomplishment and pride. I try not to think of what I could change and instead think about if I was in a similar situation going forward, what would I do better? Because I don't want to think of the things that I've done in the past as like, they were a mistake or something, because everything does happen for a reason. So I just want to always try and look forward and look at what I can do to better something based on my experiences in my past, and not necessarily change my past, but change my future. Like I stated earlier, you can't choose the environment that you were born into and grow up in, but you can choose the environment that you choose to build for yourself and live your life in.